Offlane Mars carry Ricky. Okay.
Which
and
leaves
then
position
And
4 Monkey.
pos 4 Monkey.
This is
Mid Rubik.
Okay, it is Galaxy Brain. Thank God. I was really worried we were going to have something normal here for a minute, but yeah, mid Rubik.
You see, Mars is already level 2 and has a point in Spear, so if Monet steps like one step too far, it could easily be a kill. And now Jin-Q is level 2. Yeah, that's an easy first blood, I would say.
Yeah, they got the God's Rebuke out, and now looking for the Spear. Faith Beyond lands it. Borax, a.k.a. Bkop, dead on that Phoenix. They haven't really dealt with any combo. When we first saw the draft, I thought it was going to be Rubik as well as the Mars, have the Telekinesis and the Spear with God's Rebuke, but not going that way. Double damage picked up by Innocence. They've got the Balanced Strike, get a kill on a White Album. Nothing to say, getting a kill, and now top of the net worth, level 7. Went the other way, and XSS not finding that Ancient Apparition.
Innocence setting a big ulti. Ricky with the double damage hunting. Like, he can get easily kill on that Abaddon. Like, he's going for it.
Yeah, they get the kill into Borax, but now a Dream Cool on 2. Mars as well as the Rubik in some trouble. White Album up here with XSS. Off screen, though, is Lanham dying to Ame. Nothing to say, getting low. Fable thrown. Primal Spring coming in, as well as the Balanced Strike. They get the kill on a White Album. They look over at the DK. XXS not long for this world. Faith Beyond with the double. 4 heroes dead around the map for ASTER.
Nothing to say, putting him some heavy lifting there. That's efficiency. You know, using it first, second when it's done. And now he's level 10. Continues to farm up. I'd say pretty standard build on Raid King. From what we see.
Telekinesis, Ice Blast coming in, and that is White Album falling to Innocence. He's been on it with this Ancient Apparition, Supernova in a good spot. The Wukong's command, now they've got the arena. Can they get the egg out? Yes, they can. They'll look over at XSS. The Spear will land inside the arena. They get the kill, double kill for Jin-Q, killing off Lanham for a third. Dream Coil
That's
used on nothing to
buyback
say.
from Puck.
And Puck trying to get something done, at least gets nothing to say. Illusory Orb trying to find some distance and maybe get the Ancient Apparition Courier. They've got the Primal Spring, uphill miss on the Courier, doesn't kill it. He's still searching for it. Now in between the tier 1 as well as the tier 2. Faith Beyond getting some help thanks to the Monkey King. Spear misses. Phase Shift and the Illusory Orb still going around and pulling this LGD team with him. You know, all the while, Wraith King's still farming up. You know, this is a team in ASTER that's been fighting as 4, doing a good job of opening up the space. There's the Illusory Orb stolen. They find themselves a Phoenix. They miss the Spear. The timing from Faith Beyond uncharacteristically missed, and now they've got the Dream Coil around Innocence as well as Faith Beyond. They get the kill on Innocence. They look over at the Mars with the God's Rebuke running after Lanham, but now he's in some trouble, surrounded by the dire side. Monet comes in, and Borax claims the Mars' life. 2 kills for ASTER, close to the BKB. That Blink Dagger for XSS, we saw that he closed the gap on Faith Beyond. Blink, Dragon Tail, BKB almost finished for the Mars. They're going for the tier 2 tower over bottom, but there's the Blink as well as the Dragon Tail on Innocence. Arena committed for this, but there's the BKB from XSS. They bring in White Album, but they're unable to get the kill onto this Ancient Apparition. Jin-Q over to the side, Boundless Strike thrown to the Abaddon, pops the Borrowed Time. They've also got the Sunray. Faith Beyond without the Arena now, but XSS is without the BKB. ASTER turn tail and go the other way. The question is LGD, do they want to reinitiate? Stun thrown forward from Monet as well as the Breathe Fire coming out from XSS. They've got the Telekinesis onto Monet. They've got the Silence as well as the Dream Coil onto both the Ancient Apparition as well as the Rubik. The Wukong's command comes out from Jin-Q. Ice Blast over the top. Borax and Innocence are both dead. They look over at Faith Beyond. They got the Reincarnation pop and they get the kill onto the Mars. They look over at Ame. Balance Strike comes in from Jin-Q. That stops Monet for just a second, who's hit with the Aphotic Shield, so he's okay for now. Ame on the retreat. ASTER go in once more. And the Ceremonial Robe. You a fan of that neutral?
It's okay, you know. I don't think it's anything too special, considering that we don't have that much heroes that buy status resistance now that the Satanic status resistance is gone.
Spear hits, Blink forward, now Ice Blast. It's a little bit north, but it still hits on Lanham, who pops the Borrowed Time. They've got the Tricks of the Trade as well as the Silence onto a couple of these heroes. The Inverse dive over from Borax, but he's silenced up. Boundless Strike comes in, they get the kill on a White Album, Lanham and Borax. They've taken out 3 on the side of ASTER, and now the Yules is on to XSS. He's trying to run, but the Tricks of Trade is on him, as well as the Spear.
Straight into Roche Pit, that's where you need to go next.
He comes in, and then he's silenced. Yeah, he's in the smoke screen, doesn't get the Supernova off. And that fight goes really poorly for Aster, who felt like they were leading. And not only can he tricks of the trade, but he can pocket Ricky. Just constantly inside, someone who's going to man the front lines, say maybe Faith Beyond on the Mars. Feels pretty safe. He just gets reclaimed and just an Aether Lens away from that Octarine core. They spot Faith Beyond, but now the telekinesis as well as the Wukong's command comes in from Jingqiu. BKB's been popped by Faith Beyond. They get the ward off the high ground, so the vision game from Aster isn't all going to be there. They pop the Aeon Disc on the Puck, who's backing away. The arena's now down, but the BKB's been popped by Monet. Gets the kill on a Nothing to Say. Looks over at Faith Beyond as well with Jingqiu. Monet blinks forward. They've got the damage. They'll get the kill. They'll take out 2. White Album focusing on Innocence. Jingqiu trying to TP out. Ice Blast thrown forward. There's the Waning Rift, but do they have the damage before he TPs away? Borax with the last hit. 3 heroes gone on the side of LGD. Aster with a successful fight, and they draw this game back to even in terms of net worth.
Still all eyes on Ricky.
All eyes coming in.
There
3.4 seconds. 3 duration. 0.4 was the
that was
answer.
a bit away, you know, 0.25. Chat will forgive me.
You were
was
under.
very close.
Price is Right rules. You're still close, and you're not over. Blink Dragon Tail coming through on Innocence. They've got the telekinesis as well as the Dragon Tail stolen. They've used that Abyss Blade. They'll get a jump forward. Monet with the BKB pop. They get the kill on Innocence as well as Nothing to Say. They've taken out the Rubik. The buyback comes out from both those heroes. Ame going in with the tricks of the trade as well as the Supernova going through inside the arena. So it's all by itself. But they don't have the right clickers to take out that egg. It does pop. It allows Aster to get away, but it doesn't allow this Phoenix to get away. Balance Destroy comes in from Jingqiu. They get the kill to Borax. He's going to be dead for 66 seconds with the Supernova stolen by Nothing to Say. In a Roche they go.
Easy Roche, I would say, but they had to expend the 2 buybacks for that. Let's see who decides to pick it up. They
just
actually
on
give
Fate
it to
Beyond.
Fate Beyond, yeah? You know, could be
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Dragon Knight. Wraith King also feels okay-ish, you know, he has that AC to boost the attack speed.
Obviously, he doesn't necessarily need the Ags, but now Ice Blast coming in. Lanham needs to be careful. Doesn't step into it. BKB's been popped by XSS. They've got the stun on the Ricky. Now, can they get the kill? They've got themselves the Dream Coil. They didn't give him the Aegis, and that's a problem because he's dead for 100 seconds without buyback. Aster take advantage of a situation which LGD developed themselves by not giving the Aegis over to the Ricky, and now they kill Innocence, who bought back in the last fight. Both these heroes dead for 86 seconds.
This might be just one set of Raxes, because AA, how's his buyback? He already spent buyback in the previous fight.
Wukong's command comes in. They've got the telekinesis. They're doing a lot of damage on Monet. He's trying to run, but there goes the first life from this Wraith King. Slows them up. Behind them is White Album trying to get in here. Oda Obla Di Obla Da. Back and forth that White Album goes. They've got the Aegis out of the hands of Faith Beyond. They get the kill. He's dead for 3 more seconds as he's going to come back up. The Supernova comes off from Borax. They have the silence on as Jingqiu as well as Faith Beyond. In the air is XSS. Not looking good, though, for LGD as they do lose Jingqiu. This Monkey King is gone. 75 seconds with buyback. Aster thinking about going back in. They've got White Album low. XSS at about half health. Again, could be a difference maker. We're at the 50-minute mark as well. Getting closer and closer to those tier 5 items, Lacoste.
10 minutes, you know. It's a long time until we get there.
Spear away. Dream Coil comes in on a Faith Beyond. He pops the BKB, but they've got the Abyss Blade coming in from Monet. There's the Ice Blast as well as the Arena. That's good into the XSS who pops the BKB. Still inside the Dream Coil, though, is Faith Beyond. They've got the Arena around these heroes. They get the first life out of the hands of Monet. They look over at Lano, who's popped the borrowed time. The Anchor side from Supernova. It's in a decent spot, but they've got the tricks of the trade right on top of it. Can they get the kill on the egg? They've silenced up Ame. He's on the run now. It goes off, and this is big problems for LGD. Jingqiu, Faith Beyond both drop and hit the deck. They've also taken out Ame. He is dead and gone. He buys back immediately. Aster with another victorious fight. And no contest on this third Roche.
So Ricky bought back in that fight, which is kind of a huge loss. Now needs to find money for that rapier. And it gives you damage, which is really nice with the -2 seconds on Mortal Strike cooldown.
There it is, Divine Rapier.
He sold the power treads. I think that's what he needed to do in the previous fight, but here we go.
See the tricks of the trade coming out, cleaning up these creeps. Aster need to be careful about coming up to the high ground, but Blink God's Rebuke as well as the Arena that's going to get around Lanham. They hit the Balance Strike coming through onto the Dragon Knight. They'll start to back away. Blink, Dragon Tail through, as well as the Abyssal Blade. Faith Beyond dead and gone. 90 seconds. He's got buyback. He's been trying to work on this Abyssal Blade, but it's not looking likely that he's going to grab it. Probably being forced to use buyback in a second.
Pretty sure they can just kill you, anyone during that duration. All eyes on Ricky. Let's see what he can do.
Blink, silence, Jinkyu caught, tricks of the trade, telekinesis. The damage is pretty decent. They've frozen him over, they hit the spear, and they take out the first life of XXS. They're trying to use the Wukong's command, but the Waning Rift, they've got the silence on Jinkyu, they get the kill on the Monkey King. Now they look over at the rest. Borrowed time, that means the Abaddon surviving. Lanham's dead though. After the borrowed time runs out, he's got buyback. The Supernova goes off, but these heroes on the side of LGD are away from it. Faith Beyond.
Oh, it's a good time to strike. Let's go, Ricky.
Telekinesis once again, the Waning Rift, they're trying to find the Ricky, the damage coming in from the Divine Rapier, and now the Blink Strike away. They've got the silence onto the Ancient Apparition as well as the Ricky. They hit the Spear onto the Dragon Knight, they get the kill on the XSS, they've taken him out for the second time. He's got 100 seconds on the sideline, does have buyback, but it's a defense for LGD. Borax with the TP out just in time. That is a successful hold for LGD. He said that Waning Rift was difficult to deal with, but Faith Beyond putting his life on the line after buying back, gets that spear to hit on the XSS, and now he's in between the tier 4 towers. They get the first life out of that Wraith King's hand so fast. Look at the damage that Ame's doing.
He on disc proc.
Monet, Waning Rift, silence, and the telekinesis from the Rubik. It's a savior. They're chasing. They want to go. Faith Beyond, Blink Strike, Telekinesis. That comes in. Tricks of the Trade. Dream Coil committed. But Wraith King in trouble. The Spear is there. They got the first one out of his hand. Whoa, White Album. He goes in far. There's the Tricks of the Trade. Goes in deep. Gets the kill
5
on a
seconds
White
stun.
Album. Now they're looking over at Ame. They've got the Abyss Wave. They get the kill on Ame. He drops the Divine Rapier. It's on the deck. And things just like that turn on its head.
Rubik has also the shard upgraded, so he can use telekinesis on his allies, put them out of a trouble if needed. I like the Lincoln Sphere, but they just lost the Divine Rapier.
For this DK. Throw the Ice Blast, Wraith Fire Blast. I don't know what
they
GP's going to be able to
good.
accomplish. Yeah, one shot from dead. Supernova used with the Sun Ray, and that is on to Innocence. They will take out AA. 4 heroes got no buyback. GG is called. ASTER take game 1 over LGD. So far, it is a day of upsets, and just like the ending of the White Album, ASTER say goodnight. A good victory in game 1 for ASTER over LGD.
Yeah, great showing from ASTER in this game. PSG LGD, you know, they are still playing the simple Dotas, easy to execute, standard stuff, not messing too much with their lanes, with their roles, so looking a bit better for LGD, I would say.
Nothing to Say is going to need somebody to TP mid post-death to refill the bottle. Although White Album taking a lot of damage, finally blinks over, picks up that illusion rune, pops it immediately, and now has the bottle to sip on. Meanwhile, Innocence going down to Borax.
It's a level 2 silence, so he can deal with that.
Yeah, so has a way to really nullify what's coming from the Beastmaster. This has been, what, the only 2 games we've seen Abaddon up to this point? I know, one week in, but nobody else picking it just yet. ASTER have a game plan with it, and it really does a lot against the side of LGD. As Innocence dead again to Borax. Sonic Wave comes in, nothing to say. He's fallen.
He got silenced. Lanham, 4 hits. Curse of Avernus. Axe, possibly. Legion Commander. Other than that, it just doesn't feel that great. The only good thing about the item is actually regen. You can give it to carry so they can, you know, sustain in the jungle. Other than that, I just don't feel much value.
Going after Lanham. He's getting
there's
low.
The roll.
Strike. And there's the
Fisher
Thunder.
blocked him off.
Come back over. White Album taking a lot of damage on this one. Throws the Sonic Wave. Innocence a shot from dead. But Ame finishes off. White Album gets the second kill. And that's a 2-0 in favor of LGD. All of a sudden, the net worth drastically dropping back towards LGD. So 2K lead. There was a Royal Jelly found by Jinkyu. Boundless Strike onto Lanham. Borrowed time gets popped. He's by himself, but Borax is coming in as his White Album. Not sure they want to stay. Everybody's here for the side of ASTER. The Rolling Thunder. No mana on Faith Beyond. Shadow Strike, Dream Coil. Nothing to say. Coming around the back. Now the Swashbuckle's in. They've got the silence onto the Ember Spirit. Ame moving forward. He's procced the Jingu, trying to find Borax, who's got himself just a handful of health, but the Balance Strike right on the edge gets the kill onto the puck, and now they look over at Lanham, who no longer has that borrowed time.
They were
in
so
the trees.
close to killing the Ember Spirit. Lanham, no
Spring.
ulti, but has one more shield. I don't
Yeah.
think that's gonna do too much damage.
White Album looking for an opportunity maybe to throw a Sonic Wave. These heroes just aren't low enough on LGD.
That's my biggest concern right now. Like, where does the damage come from? Because Queen of Pain, she has that Orchid, already used the Sonic Wave. All mana burned on Lanham.
Grouping together, TP
Oh, don't
over,
group.
Echo Slam, Ice Blast, all in with the Fissure. Everybody's gone on Aster.
Wow, that was actually beautiful to watch. They got surprised by that. The Earthshaker 15-minute Blink Dagger. They left him alone for a very long time. We didn't talk about the Monkey King. He got that Battle Fury, farming towards the BKB. She wished she had a Sonic Wave there, plus one more hero. Beastmaster,
Swashbuckler,
roll.
Faith Beyond. He gets spotted. Dream Coil again.
Oh.
Balance Strike comes through. They've got the Wukong's command drop down. The silence no longer on a Faith Beyond. This will send them away, but they still get the kill onto the Beastmaster. Ice Blast coming in. That's a little bit to the left of Lanham. So Ame trying to fight, and a lot of these heroes just surrounding
disarm,
him.
but
They don't get the disarm, but they
still-
still have the damage.
I like how PSG LGD, you know, try to stop Pangolier from rolling. First, he gets the roar, cancel some of the Blink Daggers. They have 1-2 so far on PSG LGD. And just the, you know, reduction on the healing coming out from Monkey King.
Looking for the MK. Lanham coming
He has
over.
BKB.
Could turn
Might
to
need to bop
BKB. Sonic Wave, late BKB. Wukong's comes through. There's the Rolling Thunder. Great
Oh,
Fissure to
great
block
Fissure.
him in. XXS ends up dropping, and that is well done by Jinkyu as they're going to continue to chase. Nothing to say, leading the charge. Dream Coil down onto the Beastmaster as well as the Ember, but they've got the Yules through on Lanham, and another kill for Nothing to Say. He's now dominating 4-1-7.
Like, these fights are pretty much 4 versus 5. This new BKB reveal, saving Monkey King, and now he gets the Aegis on top of that. Pretty easy Roshan with the Beastmaster and the summons. I would still pick it up in most situations. It's a moving observer board. Like, look at him, what he's doing with it.
Yeah, just following Lanham. Chilling Touch, Faith Beyond coming around. There's the Aphotic Shield. They've spotted him, and they've already popped the Borrowed Time. Meanwhile, this is should be a kill for LGD if they want to commit to this. Innocence gets credit for the kill on Lanham, and I believe Sonic Wave was used by White Owl.
That's a lot of CS, but, you know, we're playing until the throne falls, not until someone hits the 500 CS. AA Blast. Bango's just like, I'll roll up.
With the Primal Roar, and there's the Remnant. Eventually Nothing to Say, getting yet another.
Becomes
Had that one
magic
death.
immune, but still there's an ability, Primal Roar, that goes through magic immunity.
Just keeping an eye on this Naga Siren, because, well, Monet also queued up Heart. They use that Echo Slam. They come through onto the Queen of Pain. White Album taken out by Ame. Not as big of an Echo Slam, but still one that gets them a kill.
I think what he wants to do is just try to go all in with the Naga Siren illusions, where you're just hitting those crits with Siren illusions. Second Roche. Space while Monkey King is jumping between those, farming fast with the Battle Fury. That's why he is much higher level.
And now hits that level 25. So he's ready. Ooh, Echo Slam, that gets used. They take out Borax. They look over to try and kill off White Album, who TP's out with the BKB. So still an 11k lead. You've got Naga Siren 400 gold away from the Axe.
I'm not sure that's a game changer. I still feel like you would possibly need to invest more into the Abyssal Blade to be able to have more control.
Leveler picked up for the Dire. We'll see who holds on to that. You've got the Illusionist Cape already on the Naga Siren, so not sure. Monet's looking to swap. Bottom, they've caught White Album again. Jinkyu using that Echo Slam, having the catch, getting the kill. White Album gone.
But looking very scary for ASTER right now. They have not done anything except killing the creeps in the last 20 minutes.
Now they've come over, the Dream Coil is used. BKB is popped. Ice Blast flying forward. Fissure from a distance.
Dire's bottom tower
They don't continue to go, although I say
Oh,
that,
he
nothing
got
to
him.
say. Blowing
Nice
up
fissure.
Adam, and now the fissure comes in. That's going to block out the Rolling Thunder from being on top of this Ember. However, the Primal Roar is used onto the Pango here. They don't have the Abaddon this time with the Aphonic Shield. Song, it's out, it's late, and it doesn't save XXS.
Those
Fissure from a
fissures,
distance.
man, from Jin Q, really on point.
Yeah, they're going to go after Monet. They've got the control onto the Naga Siren and just surrounded. Buys back, but it's not looking likely that this Naga is going to be able to do anything with all this farm. BKB's been popped by White Album. Sonic Wave to push him back. The Wukong's command is there. White Album in a lot of trouble trying to get out of the circle. Blinks into the well, and now will heal up. They don't actually take the tier 3 because the tier 2 bottom's still standing. I don't know if that's strictly because of the item progression, or not progression, but more the choices
If she had-
that Naga's made.
Like Shard, if she had another item instead of the Aghanims for free, she would still not be able to fight into what PSG LGD has.
Yeah.
Oh man, that Hawk, the Flying Hawk, is providing him all the vision.
Fissure, and there's the Remnant forward. They're looking for the Ice Blast. They're coming over now with BKB popped by Faith Beyond. They've got the Echo Slam dropped by Jinkyu. They'll look for Borax. They get the kill on XXS. They've only got one dead so far. Monet trying to run. Now the focus is on the Naga Siren, who used that song with the BKB popped by. Nothing to say though. Man fight still on. This is a 1v1 with Monkey King unable to do anything. Latinum's also dead, so you've got 2 heroes gone. They'll call GG on Aster, forcing it to a game 3. LGD make it look simple as they take this second game over Team Aster, who waited and waited and waited on the Naga to bake and be ready to serve, but not the best chef.
Alrighty, well, those are your drafts for the third and final game of the series, and LGD going to end things up with the Ricky. We like it.
Who's
Do
mid?
we like it enough?
And now we'll look up top. More to say here than bottom. Jinkyu, he's been up against Borax. They've been trying to fight each other. Back and forth they go, and Jinkyu drag the creep wave. He does enchant that boar. Jinkyu now in some trouble. The Jinkyu about to proc. This could be first blood. Balance
is.
strike is in. Monet gets first blood. More kills than the last game already for him. It feels like he's a moment away from paying for it.
Needs to bring
Wait for him
some
under the
extra
tower.
region.
White Album skewers, but it brings Ame with him. Adaptive strike, and White Album will crumble.
The instructions
As
are
now it's looking like Ame wants to make a move once again, but Borax is here. Impetus shot, adaptive strike, as well as the shockwave from Borax. Illuminate splits between White Album as well as the Enchantress. Wait for him forward with the swashbuckle. Shockwave, skewer, RP.
Oh, he
that
got the
lands.
morph off.
Morph in trouble, but there is the spear as well as the impale.
Seems
They
like
get
it doesn't
Ame.
matter. Multiple stuns underneath the tower. Yeah, you're tanky. It's a level 3 morph, so
Changing it up from what we saw when Ame played that Ricky in the first game. Monet. Faith Beyond is chasing, and he's only level 5, so they don't have a way to stop him in his tracks, but the Illuminate Ame's here. Monet in some trouble. Wave for him over. Won't get that Jingu to proc and won't be able to survive. Faith Beyond with the kill onto the Monkey King.
you don't get too much value out of Boar. You're actually getting it used against yourself. And Borax, Hand of Midas queued up. Like this Enchantress really wants to scale.
Going for Borax, they've brought over Monet. Oh god, another 2-man stun coming through from the Nyx Assassin. Innocent and Ame die. They get a kill into Borax, but a good turnaround from Aster, taking out Ame, and there are the tips coming through from this Aster lineup. XXS and Borax giving 100 shards over to Ame.
She's only level 5 now, but that Hand of Midas will get her some free levels.
Not unskewered.
Battle Fury almost finished. Blink Dagger on the Magnus. Ooh, RP, that's through onto the Beastmaster. They'll land the stun, they'll get a kill. Faith Beyond is gone. White Album saying goodnight.
XXS has enough money to buy a Blink Dagger if he wants to. Maybe he's still deciding. Yule Scepter also feels good. You know, I have this empowered that
Rolling
decides
Thunder.
to get a Blink.
Going after the Mars, in trouble. Tricks of the trade. XXS falling to Faith Beyond. Bit of spam there from XXS as he dies to the other offlaner, taking away that 3-time spree.
E-Blade, I believe, was not in that fight. I don't think they had the E-Blade.
And now it's picked up Ooh, going for this next assassin. Nothing to say. He's been caught. There's the RP coming through. That's onto the Morphling, and that's onto the Ricky. They get the kill on a Nothing to Say. They look over at Ame. Here comes Monet, trying to wave for him, get some distance, but not too far out of the hands of this ASTER lineup. Though, he gets out. He gets recalled by Innocence, escaping by the skin of his teeth. So they're grouped up mid on LGD, with Beastmaster just bottom, as well as the Morphling up towards top. You've got 3 heroes mid, and then they're going to TP over. They're going to try and help up top. Morphling getting low. Ame ending up dead to White Album, coming through with XSS. That's the arena down. The retaliation from LGD is just too late. Yeah, 6k net worth on this Enchantress. That Midas really paying off. And also level 10 going into the Orchid. I was really wishing that they would go for the Gleipnir on the Enchantress, but there's the Rolling Thunder as well as the Blink Dagger that go up to Lanham. Spike Carapace. Now the Blink strikes in. Tricks of the Trade. Rolling Thunder. One last shot. Innocence's Illuminate will take the Nyx's life. With ASTER without the Nyx Assassin, question is whether or not they're willing to fight. He's only dead for 15 seconds more.
It's going down too fast.
Gone so quickly. The arena's a little bit late. They've got themselves the Primal Roar. And he morphed into this Mars. Throws the God's Rebuke out. Blink Strike onto XSS. Speared back. Impetus shots coming through from the Enchantress. One more shot until they get the kill onto XSS. They'll take out this Mars. They'll look over at 4X trying to TP out. Nothing to Say gets the kill. 2 heroes gone. Innocence bought back. However, they do get themselves their hands on the Aegis. Going again with the Shard on the Beastmaster. We talked about that, how it's mainly just for the control of the Hawks. Seems like the added benefit of the dive is just basically an extra. You'd probably buy it just for the control, right?
Yeah, it feels so good. RP on 1.
Onto the Ricky. They've got the control. There's the Impale to follow it up. They hold the Balance Strike on this one. That means he's able to throw it over to the Beastmaster. He was about to throw it onto the Ricky, but seeing as it's not needed as Lanham hits the stun, they get a kill onto a second one. XSS comes over, throws out the God's Rebuke. A lot of damage coming on to Ame. That forces him to wave form out.
Lanham is chasing.
Innocence hit by the Impale. These stuns on point from Lanham. The Spear is there. The kill as well. XXS finishes off the 3-0 in favor of ASTER. That's where your problems are coming from. However, right now, that's not where it's at. And ASTER are the aggressors. So they'll look over.
Again,
RP.
one-man RP.
They find the Ricky again. They've got the Vendetta as well as the stun. Nothing to say. Cleaned up. RP committed every single time for this Ricky. But now he's got 12,000 net worth.
And he's level 18.
Yeah.
Like Morphling is level 21, Ricky's level 19. So just for comparison.
They're going to use the Abyssal Blade onto the Morphling. Follow that up with the Spear. He's trying to survive, but there's the Impale. RP everything.
And a BKB. Like they just threw everything at him. I don't think BKB was needed. They could also potentially maybe use an Orchid.
See if any reaction is in as Roche is up.
Someone needs to take care of this because it's a Beastmaster. Ton of damage with the Necro units.
Coming over, Roche. Monet picks up the Aegis. Beastmaster was trying to get in there. He had a Hawk nearby the pit, but now the Primal Spring, the Balance Strike, the silence comes out from the White Album. Rolling Thunder, bouncing back and forth. That keeps Faith Beyond alive with 60 health. Ooh.
That was so close.
Making sure if anybody comes over, it's Arena down. Jinkyu not showing himself just yet. Swashbuckle in, blink back, but there's XSS ready to go, catching him, trying to be sneaky. And all 5 heroes will combine for the kill on a Jinkyu.
Pulled a little sneaky on them, huh? Didn't really work out. Mars was quick on the reactions.
Ooh, they found the Morphling. Monet gets in onto Ame, pops the BKB.
Abyssal is ready.
He can't TP. He's stuck.
Why is he waiting? All right. They're still chasing. Monkey.
Trees, Primal Spring, and now the bashes, the Abyssal Blade. Throws that E-Blade, and now the Coddle is the one who dies. Innocence is gone. In the air, though, is Morphling. They've got the Spear, the Balance Strike. Monet with another monster kill streak, and 80 seconds without the Morph. They'll at least take out Lanham, but Nothing to Say needs to Blink Strike away and get some space. They're still looking for him.
Once you start hitting those buildings and just stand your ground with the Aghanim Scepter on Monkey, like it's very hard for the enemies to just jump in.
Yeah. So Monet just standing his ground, getting the kill on both these racks.
Radiant's top barracks.
We're out finding some levels. The Pangolier not nearly as farmed as this Enchantress.
Still has a decent amount of farm considering how things are going for them.
GQ. God's Rebuke and needs to blink away. Gets into those trees, but is he out? Ooh, trying to TP. I'm not sure that spear would have hit if he had just committed. So now Jin-Q in a lot of trouble. Stunned up, Abyssal, dead. Monet now got like 10, 1, and 6.
Monkey King, Magnus, you name it. Let's see who decides to take it. It's gonna be Mag for now. He's also getting very close to his level 25.
So let's see what they can do. Smoke screen down, fainting on that Rolling Thunder. Lanham might catch this Pangolier out. They're continuing to throw the smoke screen, but there's just no point where they can get in. There's the blink as well as the Rolling Thunder. It's on everybody. They've got themselves the arena down with the BKB pop by White Album. Now the Abyss Blade is thrown onto this Magnus, but is it going to be enough? He turns into the Magnus and skewers away. They're still holding on to RP. They've got themselves the Boundless Strike as well as the RP coming out of the Morph.
There's the Wind Waker.
Look at that. They've got the Wind Waker, but is it enough? They're in the Wukong's command. The waveform out of the circle. Now looking back in. They already got the kill on Aladdin. They're going to look over at Monet. The Monkey King still within the Wukong's command. The Blinding Light keeps him away.
He's
But
not
now
moving.
The axes, he's not getting far enough. He tries to get into the trees. The TP out from White Album. Is this a successful defense? They're still trying to catch up to the Monkey King. They get the kill onto the Mars. They've taken out 2 without buyback on the side of ASTER, but with this shard, look how quick he just gets out of there on these trees. Recall on the Ricky. And Jin-Q putting some pressure on over bottom. Actually, LGD is all around this except for the Morph.
Oh, look at them go. They're
Setting
TPing
up
on a
Primal
Hawk.
Roar. They're going to go through. And now they've got the arena down, but the spear hits as well as the sun on the Faith Beyond. This is going poor. They go after Innocence. They've got the Balance Strike that comes through. They've got themselves the Refresher Shard, and now they're going to look to get this kill. RP is used. It's around the Pangolier as well as the Morphling. This was a play from LGD that's going sour very quickly. Waveform away. Jin-Q's dead. 3 heroes gone to the side of LGD. It was an all-or-nothing play that doesn't work out. Ame is dead. 100 seconds with
Has a buyback.
They don't have
2
buyback.
buybacks.
Yeah, so it'll get used by the Kato as well as the Morphling. That means they won't have it. So will it make a difference having it now with 2 Daedalus? Daedalai, Daedaloxin.
Daedalai, probably. It's like Greek Latin, so...
White Album actually taking a significant amount of damage. Holding them off from Megas.
They're just killing the wards right now, so they know something is up, and yep, already gone. It's actually Enchantress who takes the Aghanim Scepter Blessing. We have a Sproink that got buffed a bit in the previous patch.
He was taking that bottom set of racks himself. Kind of gross, the amount of farm he's got. 3rd on the net worth, ahead of the Ricky, ahead of his own Magnus. Rolling Thunder coming through with the silence onto the Monkey King. They're going to jump on him once again. Mars waiting in the wing, ready to go. Gets the arena down, but there's the silence of the DKB. They've got themselves the spear that hits onto the Pangolier. Wait for forward. They take out the first life out of the hands of this Monkey King. He'll be back up in 3 seconds. Spear thrown, hits XSS. They've got the bonus sword onto this Pangolier. They get the kill on Lanham. Now they'll look over at XSS, who no longer has the BKB. They'll use the Primal Roar. Can they get anything more? RP, it's a whiff from White Album. It's not going to be the right play for him as he finally whips, and now the chase is on for LGD. They're going to go after Borax. Will Sproink away. The impetus shots are not going to matter. They're not going to deter the side of LGD. XSS tries to TP out, and he'll be successful in doing so, but 98 seconds without Borax. White Album with the TP. It's a long one. Just gets away from the Ricky. White Album whiffing. Get rid of the Battle Fury. Go to the Divine, potentially, for Monkey King. He's got the Empower to work with. You said he didn't need the Battle Fury.
Now it's the possible time to get rid of it.
Primal Spring, Boundless Strike that comes through onto the Morphling. They pop the Lincolns, but they get the Impale from Lanham! Now the silence is out. They've got the Abyss Wave being thrown onto this Monkey King. The arena is down as well as the BKB being used by XSS. Again. They've got the Wind Waker into the Wukong's command, trying to wait for him and get himself out of this one, but they've got themselves a Skewer that comes through onto the Ricky, trying to tricks a trade, make his way out, but nothing to say is dead. He's got buyback. And he had a Divine Rapier. That would have been dropped. That would have been the game. But he does have buyback to work with. Monkey King, he's got 10k gold ready to spend. So working with the 25,000 net worth lead. Monet.
They want to poke. ASTER wants to get that buyback out of LGD.
Oh. Shield crash. Silence. Jinkyu low. Jinkyu dead. He's got buyback. Gem on the deck, though. Don't take this Rax just yet.
First
More
buyback.
shots. And now there's the buyback. The Rax survives bottom for a second, but XSS. One more poke.
These are gonna be mega creeps. Still 30 seconds without Ricky. Like, Ricky does not want to use a buyback, but...
They've got Glyph.
Okay, so they can actually survive without Ricky using the buyback here, because Jinkyu bought back.
And they're going to go in with the Rolling Thunder. That's the blink forward, but the Abyssal Blade is used on it. Jinkyu is trying to get away with the Wukong's man right on top of him.
That's
He's dead for the
dieback.
second time. Dead for 114 seconds. They've got the Glyph. That'll hold. Ricky will be back up in 5. The Glyph will leave when he's got 4 seconds remaining on this buyback.
This is going to be mega creeps. Ricky is out.
Ooh,
All right, they're
wrapped
not
up.
committing. Like, I still feel they could just go in with one hero and try to finish it
the
off.
Rax.
Yeah, exactly.
Go back for a second, and then they're back in. Nothing to say, leading the charge. Let's see what he gets out of this. The Wukong's just so massive, and it makes it a problem for nothing to say. They've got themselves the arena, but the Blinding Light pushes XSS out of it. They've got the Boundless Strike as well as the Abyssal Blade. This Ricky's just back, but the Wind Waker saves it for a second. They follow that up with the Abyssal. They've got the control. They get the kill on a nothing to say. Borix is the one who gets it. They'll buy back. They've got a lot of heroes on the side of Aster. Monet trying to fight into this one. Ame on the run back, but now
That's
maybe
Mega
they
Creeps.
turn this around. They've got themselves Mega Creeps. They get the kill on Monet. He's got buyback. He's down for 99 seconds. This they find Borax. They hit the Adaptive Strike. They'll look to kill off this Enchantress. Sproink back. Not going to matter. Tricks of the Trade is there. They got themselves a second.
Roche may respawn in 8 seconds. You can see the line being drawn on the minimap. This is it.
2 minutes.
Rapira on Morphling. He just bought it.
Yeah, he's got the Divine Rapier. 2 minutes. Tier 5s. There
By
it
a
is.
Divine Rapier. He sold the Diffusal Blade. The Diffusal is really not doing that much anyway. So, yeah. Ton of damage. Double Daedalus and Divine Rapier.
If you're Aster, I feel like you force the situation. You don't want to be going up against potentially Tier 5 items that benefit LGD.
Well, maybe they're thinking, you know, we are going to get those Tier 5 items, and yeah, we still
They've
have
got
the lead.
Hex
Mega
on
Creeps.
a feet
Hex
beyond. They
is
hit the
ready.
Boundless Strike. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Now they're going to wait forward. They've got the damage coming in on Lanham. He's almost dead. Yule's in the air. They look over to Jinkyu. They get the kill on a phase beyond as well as Jinkyu. They take out Lanham. It's going to be a 2-for-1. They bought back on the Nyx Assassin. They've also taken
think
out
that's
Ame.
game.
That's the Divine Rapier on the deck. Now let's see if, well, this Ricky has anything to say for it. Tricks of the Trade doing a lot of damage. Now they look over. They get the kill on Innocence. Nothing to say. He can't get into this one. Triple kill for Monet. There's the Tricks of the Trade. Takes out a Mars. XSS is gone. They've got buyback available on Ame as well as the Kano. They'll buy back on the Mars. XSS back into the fight, and now they're going to charge down mid. You've got the Tier 5s available, but now nobody to pick them up with 3 heroes dead on the side of LGD.
Monkey, double damage
Can they
spawn
hold?
top. No one's picking that one up, but they want to get some buybacks and possibly go back to the Roche pit. The lanes are going to be in a good stage. There's still a Tier 2 tower on the mid.
LGD trying to get an Aegis, trying to get themselves a cheese. Aegis would be big here for Ame, as well as the Ag's Blessing. They've got Mirror Shield. While they're getting the Tier 5 items, they've got themselves the Aegis into the hands of Ame.
They were like, we need to, you know, get the hell out of here. Just pick it up. Good night vision, some decent spell, some extra attributes, but yeah, you can target an enemy or an ally, and you are untargetable, muted, disarmed, and applies a basic dispel. So most of the time, you're gonna use that for defensive
Ooh,
tools.
they stunned up the Monkey King. They're going to
the
dive in.
damage.
They've got the damage with the Tricks of the Trade to take out Monet as well as XSS. XSS is in a buyback down with Borax. That's going to be 3 heroes down to the side of Aster. They've got no buyback on the Enchantress as well as the Mars. Immediately, they just blew them up. And that is Monkey King's Divine Rapiers now in the hands of LGD from 40k to 6k in the hands of LGD. Immediately buys another Divine Rapier as he buys back into the game. He was gone so fast. Monkey King, no buyback. Enchantress short on the gold. Borax is a big part of this considering the net worth he's got, but he melts just as well. We saw both him as well as the Monkey King die so fast. It's a tense one, getting ready to look towards this pit. They've got the Hawk. They're trying to find the vision. Actually, they'll enchant it. This is going the other way. Jinkyu, he's going to try and get something with this. The RP comes through. That's going to be on Ame. Can they get the damage? They've got the Wind Waker coming from Innocence. They've got the Arena down with the BKB speed pop. They get the kill on Ame. They take him out. Exorcist is gone. They're going to buy back on those Morphling as well as this Magnus taking the Mars back with the buyback. But Boundless Strike, nothing to say. Divine Rapiers on the deck. All 3 buyback. 3 Divine Rapiers in the hands of Monkey King from 10k to LGD to 26k to
31k.
Oh my god. god! Everybody's alive again for LGD. They've got a Divine Rapier on the Enchantress. Last time they fought, they melted. This time, they get the kills. And it's the Monkey King who doesn't have buyback who makes it happen. The balance strike from half to dead on the Ricky. 3 Divine Rapiers here for Monet. The RP was enough to get control of Ame, make sure that they take out the Morphling first, who now maybe doesn't feel as strong. Ricky had saved up for a Divine Rapier.
Ricky's naked,
He's level 30.
They're
going to go in
literally
for
pre-slotted right now.
They're going to come in with the arena. They've got the BKB, but a lot of damage being done to XSS. They look over at Innocence. They get the kill into this Kato. They've taken out this Enchantress. Has buyback this time around, but no, XSS does not. The Rolling Thunder back over. It's going to bounce off this Roche Pit. Lanham trying to get the Spike Carapace to stun up Jinku, but it's not going to land, so he's able to back away. They get the kill on the Enchantress. That was Divine Rapier on the deck, I believe, from the Enchantress into the hands of the Ricky, so he's got 2 Divine Rapiers back on. Nothing to say.
Pretty insane. You know, you see Ricky with the Blink Divine to Daedalus. That's his item build and the Eon disc. So literally he had nothing. Now he picks up another Rapier.
Rolling Thunder once again with the Shivas. They're looking into the pit. They're going to try and Rolling Thunder and make sure that they're not able to get into the pit and take anything from this. Looking for the RP. That comes through. Snatching Aegis. It's Borax. They get the kill on the White Album. They're going to look over to the Lincolns against Potsdam and Ame. He's fallen. BKB's been popped by Monet. He's in the Wukong's command. They've got this Nike's Assassin in the air. Lanham on the run, but the Blinding Light, that comes through. They've stunned on Monet. They get the kill on the Borax. He's going to be dead. 3 heroes on the side of Aster. Got without buyback. They're going to take this Monkey King away from the equation.
Are in the base.
Creeps are in the base pushing, but it's not enough just yet. 8k lead for Aster. No Ame Morphling for 104 seconds. 3 Divine Rapiers still in the hands of this Monkey King. 2 for Ricky. It's back and forth. They bought back on Lanham. It was almost a 1v4.
PSG LGD out of their base trying to make stuff happen.
Look at Lanham. Look at where he's at. He's going through the trees. He's going to break the smoke. He's right under their noses. Goes into the Spike Carapace, breaks the smoke. They've got vision. They've slowed him down. The Blinding Light is out. And now they've got the tricks of the trade over on the creep wave, pushing back for a second. Aster, they're not going to commit. Neither will LGD. Both teams feeling each other's presence, but not making the move. The smoke is out from Aster, and now they're going to go the other way. They might catch Innocence by himself. He's all alone. There's the Blink as well as the arena. They've got themselves the Hex, but the Aeon just comes in. Nullifier drops him down outside the arena. There they go with the Rolling Thunder. That's going to bounce around. They're looking for the RP. They've got themselves their hands right on the Ricky. They've also got the Abyssal Blade, but there's the Primal Roar on the Magnus. Do they have the damage in the Wukong's command? They take out White Album. He's dead for 100 seconds without buyback. The Nullifier is going to be thrown from the Enchantress onto the Pangolier once again. GQ now going back. Sproink away. They've got the Wind Waker. They'll look over Adam. They'll continue to chase on this Nyx Assassin Spike Carapace. Ooh, can they get the kill? A nice little impale, not gonna matter. Lanham's dead to Faith Beyond. 2 heroes gone with no buyback.
Oh, maybe Aster needs to start thinking differently, because right now PSG LGD has a ton of damage and can match up their team fight. So Keeper of the Light, like, you need to give him Aghanim Scepter, get that Will-O-Wisp back online. 6k gold lead. Suddenly we're saying those numbers like they matter, but they actually don't. Pango actually picks it up.
And the disarms could be massive.
Disarms could be massive. The bash could be massive.
Right over to the Coddle, who's near the mid lane. White Album doesn't have the vision. They actually, oh, they're going towards bottom.
Oh, that's the sneaky play that I talked about.
They're sneak in. They're going to go for the tier 4s.
Glyph is used.
But there's the
RP.
Glyph. Do they have anything to go for this? They've got Faith Beyond in a little bit of trouble. They've got the Spark as well as the Hex coming under White Album. With the BKB pop by Monet, they've got the Rolling Thunder coming through.
Go for the buildings.
Do they have the damage to get the Kona Innocence as well as Faith Beyond? They're both going to buy back. They're looking for the RP. They'll pop the Lincolns on Jinku. They're trying to go for the building, but they do have backdoor protection. They take him to the Pangolier. They get the Kona Faith Beyond once again. He's going to be dead with no buyback this time. Rolling Thunder comes out on Lanham. He ends up falling. He's got buyback. And Monkey King forced to buy back as he ends up dead. They'll take out Borax. Down goes White Album. Buybacks are in, but the Divine Rapiers are on the deck. And now they're going to be spread out, sharing the wealth.
2 Divine Rapiers still sitting in the base. Monkey King is like, I need to do something with all this gold. What did he buy?
Now he doesn't have Divine Rapiers anymore.
He has 1. That's 1 flying out to him.
Ooh.
Maybe even Magnus, you know, just try to stop the TPs while Monkey King +1 or 2 are hitting the throne. Daedalus in the backpack, which he can switch if Eon just straight up buys another one.
Okay. Well, the Coddle's holding onto a Divine Rapier. I would expect Pango to get a Divine Rapier. Right? Like before a Coddle. And recall on the Morphling, he used that BKB. Does have the Ex Machina. And there it is. So 25 seconds. Probably
So
gonna
that's no glyph for ASTER, but the lanes are in a very good condition right now for PSG LGD.
Lana moving forward, Boundless Strike, that's going to be through. Onto the Ricky, the popping and disc. Now they've got the stun as well as the Abyssal Blade. But here comes Ame, he's going to pop the BKB. They've used the RP. White Album walks him down, takes out, nothing to say. Ame is gone, see you later. They're both going to buy back. They've got buyback on the Ricky, they'll buyback on Ame. They'll take out Innocence. The Divine Rapiers have just been kicked back into the hands of ASTER. Just like that, White Album coming back in clutch with a massive RP.
Now Enchantress is holding on to 2 Divine Rapiers. What's his name? Magnus, man. My brain's not working anymore. Yeah? So no glyph. I think they should
another
try.
Divine and a Moon Shard.
I think they should try and just close out this game. Like, risk it, go all in. How many Roshan kills did we have? Like, 6. I stopped counting after 5.
It's been 6, potentially a 7th in the works. This is a very close one. Looking for the long game to end, as is a song in the White Album. They've got themselves the Lincoln's Pop. They'll go for the kill on both this Pangolier as well as the Morphling, but they're A-OK for now. The damage coming out from Borax is felt!
That's no buyback on him. That's game.
The Ancient is dead, and ASTER are victorious! It is all over for LGD. They lose the series. ASTER finally finish it off 88 minutes in, 50-37 on such a long Game 3 between 2 of the top teams in the region.
This is one of the craziest games that I ever witnessed, definitely.